Hey, I'm going to be making a guide on how to maximize your Valkyr Warframe. And I sort of just got her, I haven't even maxed her out yet, but I understand the kind of role she plays in the game. She's got a very unique playstyle compared to most other frames, whereas most frames have a lot of crowd control, kill the room, or fully supportive. Valkyr is really neither. She's tanky but weak at the same time. She's very agile. She's got her move's Rip Line, which lets her sling around the map like Spider-Man. She's got War Cry, which is a great supportive move. It's a good buff. Paralysis, sacrifice shields to stun the enemies. And Hysteria, which is not, like most frames have their kill the room, area of effect final move. This is rather different, whereas you retract claws from the braces on your wrists and sort of just go to town. It also makes you invincible for the time being. However, you can't shoot, just melee. And I'm going to be showing you exactly how to maximize her. First, I should note, she's got an armor of 200, so it's good to have a steel fiber there, and she's got low shield, so low base shield, so redirection is not very viable in this sense, but vitality on the other hand is. Rush is not necessary, I just prefer to go faster. Streamline is good because it maximizes your, well, you know what Streamline does, but slinging around on ropes, yes, it's a lot easier when you can cast the ropes quicker. Focus is very important because of War Cry. It'll make you actually swing your melee faster, which is very important. I'll get to that. And it also does more damage with the Rip Line and Hysteria. And Continuity I just like because it makes Hysteria last a lot longer, which maximizes the invincibility of the move. Now, she seems to be best for Infested, with the Damage 2.0 just coming out. A lot of different frames have a lot of different factions have a lot of different ways of messing with you. And Infested are a lot easier at tearing through shields, but Armor, on the other hand, is a way to stop them, what with Impact and Puncture and Slash and all the new types of damages. So, my friend George here is going to be taking me on a... What do you say? Survival or defense? On Eris.
Your call, I don't care.
I think a survival would be best to show how she's really viable. Phalan. We're going to Phalan on Eris.
Okie dokie.
And because she slings around and she's very like airborne and mobile in the air, it's good to have weapons with kind of an area of effect since she lacks the area of effect. So like a Dread or a Paris with Thunderbolt is pretty effective, especially with speed trigger on it, so you can charge it quickly while you're in the air and kind of aim down at a crowd. It becomes very effective. You want to do the hacking?
Sure, why not?
Alrighty. Just get some energy. Oop. Always want to loot. Alright. This is a rather closed-off map, and it might not be as good for demonstrating. We need to find like a big room. Also, War Cry buffs her armor as well, and her teammates' armor, and slows down the enemies, which makes her extremely effective for Infested, because slowing down Infested is always a good call. Whereas
Don't forget about the attack speed.
Oh yes! Your attack speed. Swing much faster, as well as your teammates. Whoa, hey. And Paralyzed, let's get me crowded. Stop killing things for... Well, my Sentinel will also do that. Let's kind of get me crowd right here. Come on. Paralyze. It knocks everything down and does damage for not very long, admittedly, but it only costs 5 energy and half your shields, which can cause a problem at some points, but other times not so much. And as with the rip lines, this is a pretty big room, good way to demonstrate. Sling yourself up in the air, fire at the ground, at you know, a crowd. Arrows explode. There's also use multiple, like once you've got enough energy and you want to get somewhere across the map, you want to avoid the ground for any which reason, avoid enemies. Use several ropes, maximize your distance. I'm a little clumsy because I'm not quite used to it myself either. Oh, and a weapon with a good kick is good for like sliding farther, which is also recommended to completely maximize your mobility with Valkyr. And we're getting kind of crowded, so I'm going to show you her ult, which is even more effective with Warcry popped at the same time, because you swing even faster with your ult. And you do a lot of damage with just one punch. You can just punch an agent in the face and it'll go down. It's all, like I said, it also makes you invincible. Look, they'll all come at you, they'll swing, they're not going to do anything. So it's really good for when you have to, say, get out of a crowd, because you can just punch your way through, real crowd control. If say your teammate goes down and you've got a lot of crowds nearby and you need to not die to save your teammate, pop this and just start reviving. Like it's good for survival as well when you get to point A to point B. Like example, don't want to get hit. Oh, you also can't fire. You can zoom, but you can't fire. Life support. There we go. It's also another good thing about it is since a lot of other frames, if you're like trying to do a team effort, a lot of other frames, like say Ember, if I was in a match with an Ember, it would be able to take out a lot of light armored targets, like the general infested runners, chargers. But World on Fire, for example, might not take out heavier things like toxic ancients. Well, that's where you come in. While World on Fire is busy killing all the little bothersome, grabby grunts, you want to go for the heavier ancients, which I don't see any right now, which is strange because we're on Eris and we're already 4 minutes in. Have you seen any ancients yet?
I wish. Nope, it's still just a cluster of the normal ones.
It's weird. Oh, and like most melee weapons, when you do your ground slam...
Oh, here's one.
Oh, nice. When you do your ground slam, it'll often knock a radius of enemies around you and do a decent amount of damage. Not as much with Hysteria. You more want to focus on just regular swings. You can't charge punch with Hysteria, just regular punches. But you don't need to charge punch. I would be terrified if Hysteria could charge a punch. You would be able to probably destroy nearly any boss besides, you know, Ruck or Krill in one shot. Of course the arrow didn't explode. You know, a lot of people don't have, like, a lot of clan weaponry, but if you have the Ogress, it's great for this because, you know, it's just, you have a sure chance to explode, rather than with a bow, if it's only, like, between Thunderbolt and, Split Chamber, it's about, like, a 70% chance, even though it doesn't quite seem like it. But yeah, I'd definitely go with something like the Torrid or the Ogress for Valkyr. And, oh man, Hysteria gets me so angry, I'm seeing red. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, does whatever Spider-Man. It takes a lot of practice to learn to like sling around on the ropes effectively, and I'm, like I said, not still very good at it. Paralyze, the way it works, I'm not quite sure, but I know the more shields you have and the more shields you sacrifice when you use it, the more damage it does on the cast. Warcry would be good right now. Buff my armor and slow everyone else down. We need a little bit of life support. There we go. Where is the next life support? Is it not back yet?
No, it's not in this room at all. It's up ahead.
That's extraction over there. Oh, hey there, Ancient. Ooh. Man, Thunderbolt exploding right in front of you is never a good time. Oh, off we go. Ah, ran out of energy. I don't know if you know yet, since you like just got back into the game, but do you know what that one mod is that you get in the Orc and Derelict ships that is like almost 100% power efficiency, to where you can cast like any ability with like 1 energy?
Streamline?
No. It's like Streamline, but OP as hell.
Not a clue. I haven't seen it or even heard of it yet.
We'll have to find it on some of the Orc and Derelicts. That might be something to look into to put on Valkyr, but I know you also have to sacrifice another stat to put it on, and I'm not sure what that is. So it might not be good on the other hand. Don't worry about taking damage while casting the life support. Hysteria. It's a lifesaver. Where holding your temper can actually kill you. Warframe. But I don't think it makes your Sentinel invincible, so be wary of that. Oh, and you can still get disrupted, so I'll try not to get smacked in the face by a disruptor, because it's still very annoying when Hysteria wears off and you need to cast it again, but you've been disrupted so you can't, so you just sit there kind of getting killed by the crowd you failed to eliminate with the first cast of Hysteria. You can also, in certain missions, it's also good to pick up a sniper, because you can get yourself into some really tight spots where most people can't get to. Most factions can't get to, and you can just sort of pop heads from there. Saved my life. There we go. She's also really good for PvP if you want to like take a spot up towards the roof where few frames can get to. Besides, you know, maybe a Nova or a Volt, and sort of keep watch for your teammates. She's not quite a tank because she's got her shields and health at base so low, but her armor is, like I said, 200, which is ridiculous. What's Rhino's armor?
150. Same with Frost.
So she has the highest armor in the game.
Yep.
What's Saren's armor?
150 as well.
Ah. Well then. Except you don't, like, unlike Saren, Frost, and Rhino, you're not a slow turd as Valkyr. Warcry is also exceedingly good for capture missions, especially void capture missions, where they often get away pretty fast. So you can slow down the capture target. There's also, if they get too far away where Warcry won't affect them, you can just simply grab them with a rip line and pull them towards you. It's very effective. Oh! I forgot to mention that rip lines also affect teammates. Here, go stand somewhere where I can pull you. Meanwhile, while I kind of take care of this crowd.
Right here is good enough, I guess.
Let me just get up somewhere high where it's a bit more effective. There we go. Where are you? There you are. Stand still. Come on! Yeah! Up you go.
Now that's useful.
That is very useful. Now we're nice and safe up here from all the little shits.
Yeah, but
Down
unfortunately
we
we
go.
have a time.
Yes, we do, but fortunately for us, we don't have to worry about taking damage while activating life support.
Luckily for me, I'm a Trinity, so I'm a bitch
Yes.
to deal with. Oh god, I can't really.
With your helmet, you're sacrificing power efficiency, so how well does that work out for you, especially with the nerf of Energy Vampire?
Well, I have a, who's it on? The one that reduces power cost, so it really evens it out.
I got you. Oh, another good tip? Since when you cast Paralyze, it often takes down your shields, it might not be good to cast unless you're invincible, but using it while you are under the effects of Hysteria, your shields go down, but they regenerate because you are invincible. It's really good for helping out your teammates if you can't quite take out everything immediately. It'll knock things down and your teammates can get away while you take off the horde. We should probably bail at 15 just for the sake of the video.
Alright.
Our life support's getting low. Do you know where the next one is?
Yeah, it's way over here.
Alright. Let's go. Spider-Man mode activated.
Alright, I'm at it.
I am Spider-Man Wolverine. Oh, you kind of need people taken care of, don't you? There you go.
Nah, that's fine.
That's right, you're Trinity. You can just cast Blessing and not give any shits ever.
Nah, I just cast.
Unless when a Stalker comes.
Easier. I haven't seen a Stalker in ages, so.
Yeah, they're not that common anymore. They used to be pretty common. And yeah, you haven't seen a Stalker in forever. They buffed them a lot. Good luck with that if you see one. Tear right through your snow globe, tear right through your blessing. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you have. The Stalker will find a way around it.
Alright, we're reaching that 15-minute mark and we're less than 40%. Oh, the exit's right here. Okay, cool.
Fantastic.
We're gonna drown in a lack of oxygen!
There we go. And that was a brief, not so brief, but simple guide on how to really change your playstyle to match Valkyr.